Okay, welcome to Spud Sanctuary. This is your host, Big Potato. We are playing Aether Pet Bill Ritualist on in Grim Dawn. And in the last episode, we have made our way through into the Burrwitch village portal. And this episode, we are going to continue exploring the city and see what actually went down in there. And what has become one of the major cities in Grim Dawn. Alright, let's double check our stats. Everything's fine. Okay, I'm gonna keybind this to grasping, sorry, not grasping, what's it called? Grasping vine, of course. We're gonna head north. My preferred path is just go to the left. And now this is grasping vine. You can see like it'll stay there for a few minutes and it just ticks. It's an AoE skill that ticks on everybody. I know my damage is pathetic because it is a pet bill, so my damage is forfeit. Now, as I'm walking through here, I'm looking on the right-hand top corner of this map, of the mini-map right here, because that's where a totem might spawn. It didn't spawn there, so let's keep on going. I'm gonna crack this wall and walk in here. Now here is another cave. Oh, there's an elite that I just killed. Oh, nothing important. Okay, we're going to the cave now. Sometimes the cave also has like a totem in here. It doesn't, so we're just gonna kill a bunch of rats. Always in the caves, don't stand in the green water. It hurts. You can put these vines down to sort of slow them down a little bit, but it's insignificant. This is not the reason we have grasping vine. I might do a grasping vine build sometime, but not now. This is the purpose of the grasping vine is for a trigger later on. It's coming up next too in this episode. All right, there's a secret stash. I'm just gonna kill everything in here. Yeah, I'm just standing there and just waiting for Briarthorn to do all my dirty work. Isn't he a good pet? Alright, so what do we get? We got a pants that has vitality resistance. I prefer the 3% movement. This one, vitality resistance. Nah, my one is still better. Yes, these pants. Nah. Shield. Nah. Oh good. Alright, no upgrades. Keep on moving. I forgot to pick up one quest last episode. You see these chests, these brown chests? It might contain a fabric in them. You need 3 of those fabrics, so it might be that one as well. Yeah, there we go. So look for the brown chests in here, around this area. I should have picked up that quest, so I can properly demonstrate this quest for you guys. Sometimes there's a brown chest in here. No, there's not. Is there one in here? No. Okay, there's no brown chest there. You're like, this is my damage. 15. That 124 was not my damage. That's my wing devil. There we go. There's 3. Okay. Now, another spawn point of a totem is right here, just outside of the house. But it didn't spawn there either. So that leaves, I believe, just one more spawn point. Right, read some lore notes. Get some experience. The lore notes is very, very interesting to read. I strongly suggest that you guys, as you're playing through it, if for the first or the second time, definitely go through the lore notes. Right, coming up the path here, there's a big pack of rats. Because our Madrogan's Pact is so high level, we don't really mind about getting hit a little bit. Alright, there we go. Let's clear this area. This Desecrator Shrine, we need to get into a fairly big battle. Let's go. Alright, there we go. What's that? Heretic Tome. No, no good. This one? No good. Alright, we got a devotion, and that's the last point for our Shepherd's Call. We're going to put it against the Grasping Vine. And what will happen is you will see a purple buff that comes up on me. When see this one? This right here, Shepherd's Call. This gives buff to all my pets. So there we go. It triggers fairly often because the Grasping Vine attacks like a group, an area. So alright, there we go. So alright, here's our apprentice. The Kasparov's apprentice. So we save her. And we keep on venturing inside the estate. So now before we go into the estate, I'm gonna leave a portal down here. The reason being is we are going to backtrack a little bit. I'll stay here for a little while because there's a bunch of losers that comes out of the there we go, we leveled up too. Excellent, good job. We're gonna stay here and just level up. Okay, what do? We're just gonna push 3 stats up. We're gonna go all the way down and get our primal bond as well. Alright, go. See, the Shepherd's Call is always active. So grabbing some lore notes again. Yeah, Grasping Vine is a really nice skill. Especially for like proccing. Look at that, it's procced already. I put it down, it's almost immediately it procs. The only thing stopping it from proccing is the cooldown itself from Shepherd's Call. Alright, go down the room. So this is the cellar. And as soon as you enter the Warden's cellar, you go... This is not normal cellar. Right, alright, we've got to backtrack. Once we get the waypoint, we backtrack. The reason we backtrack is we checked 2 spots. One spot for totem here, and another spot for totem here. They didn't spawn. So we're gonna check the 3rd spot. And you can already see it right there. So totem is a really good method of getting experience, getting gear. We're just gonna head towards the totem straight up. Okay. El Brython just like, get out of my way. Okay. The reason we have the Grasping Vine on is purely because we want Shepherd's Call. Okay, there's no other reason for it, so we don't need to invest too deep into this. Alright, we've got some lore nodes. We got jelly, royal jelly extract, which is another blacksmith's recipe. There we go. There's a soldier set item recipe. Oh, look at that! This belt. We don't have any raised skeletons, so I'm gonna keep it aside for the time being. It's going to be a while before we have skeletons, so we're gonna see if any opportunity comes up later down the track. Not important. Our weapon is so good right now. This is so good right now. Right, nothing else can really better it. Okay, done. Alright, once that's done, we're going to just teleport straight back into our portal. Boom, we're here. Alright. So normally there's either a stone here or a stone here, so whichever way is open, we're gonna go. There is a secret door. I prefer to go this way. You can explore the whole area if you want. There's a bunch of spiders in here. And check the webs. I like to check the webs because there's sometimes there's good gear in there, and they always have like a lot of gold. Well, iron bits, right? It's basically gold. Now, as we are walking out of here, there is supposed to be a totem in that room. There isn't, so we're gonna turn right. Oh, dead end. Can't go through this side of the map, so we need to go in there and try this way. There's a bunch of zombies here. There's even more zombies coming out of the ground. It's alright, all free experience. You can... Okay, now we can see there's a totem right there, so we're gonna head towards it. Alright, we don't care about those stragglers. We'll keep on going. You can see he's just right there. Alright. Now, this particular totem is a ancient ether warped totem. Alright. That one is very, very hard. So we're gonna see if it makes a difference on our Priathon. Now there is a little room here. There's a few gears. I tend to just leave them alone because the gears now, although it matters, you're not gonna find much upgrade in gears. Like, it's not like random drops is gonna give you something specific. Random is random, right? Alright, okay. So this one, I'm gonna actually put down a portal in case I die, because I've died on this totem a number of times. I'm gonna click it and put down the thorn, the Briarthorn. It's called a Briarthorn? No, grasping line. Oh, it's called a Briarthorn. Alright. I'm basically running around and say, don't kill me, don't kill me. All right, man, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, that's not bad. It's not bad. I thought I was gonna have more trouble, way more trouble than this. I saw a Dominators. Okay, first recipe. Read that. Nothing menacing. Yeah, we don't have speed, unless it's got like exceptional stats and resistance on it. I'm not gonna worry about anything. This is decaying. Which one's the Dominators? Ether, fire. Yeah, it doesn't have the resistances though. Warped. Celestial. Oh, there we go. This was the Dominators. So, sacrificing ether resistance, movement, and physique for some damage. Nah, not gonna do that. Oh, that's it. So that's the totem, and we're gonna head for the exit. Okay, we're back to where we started. Boom, leveled up. Okay, 3 more points into the mastery bar. So nothing special from this point. Oh, we're getting ambushed. They're just free experience. It's gonna kill them more. The exit is just right there. There's a bunch of losers trying to block us. Uh-oh, the road is blocked. So we gotta change our direction. Go around the place now. Oh, this guy's still not dead. And now he is. Okay, alright, go around the place. Yeah, Brython should. So I guess the con of the the disadvantage of the Brython is that it can't really handle a lot of the mobs. Like he can kill one or a bunch, but then there's like too many of them. It just gets overwhelmed a little bit, and it takes him a little bit more time to try to kill all of them. Alright, there's even a lower cellar that leads deeper down into underground. So you can see there's like a lot of tracks. Oh, there's a lot of tracks, right? A lot of coffins now. Now you can see there's a lot of coffins and a lot of wagons with coffins. In the lore notes, it is actually stated that they have been secretly shipping like dead peoples or prisoners into Burrwitch village, and obviously it's a very shady business, you know. Warden Krieg is up to no good. We're just gonna fight our way through this area. There we go. We have nowhere else to go apart from this side. Okay, from here we are actually going to backtrack a little bit and poke through this side. Okay, we can already see it from here. We can see that there is a Forsaken Aether Walk totem. This is another really difficult totem. So we need to be a bit more careful on this one. See, there's like a bunch of losers up there too. I'm just gonna grab their aggro and pull them down here and get the Brython to kill them off. Oh my, cool aggro. I'm using World of Warcraft references. I haven't played that game for like 10 years. Okay, that's not true. I played a classic. Alright, let's put down a totem. Portal. Put down a portal just so we're safe. Alright, this one. See how they're going. Whoa. Okay, not bad, not bad. Our Brython is really good at dealing with these things. Okay, we got a... What's this? Breastplate? Another recipe for the soldier. We got... Is this better than... Yeah, I guess. I guess it is better. I'm gonna leave it over here. Is this helmet better? PS and Chaos... sort of. Oh, 18 physique. Yeah, it is better. So we're gonna get more experience on top of with this more experience on top of like more resistance, more physique. So that's always welcome. I'm gonna reorganize my bag a little bit. Oh, what am I doing? So I can fit more stuff in. How do we do this? No, like this, like that. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Okay, now we can keep on going. So at this point, we are almost level 20. We're level 19 now. So we're just gonna now follow the track. Okay, there is a bunch of people fighting in there. There's more people spawning out of nowhere. Yeah, this place is like filled with corpses and zombies and, you know, Aether Yeah, it's messed up. Alright, there's our shrine. Gonna give it an ether crystal.
My inventory is full.
Whoa, inventory full. Okay. Anyways, so we are gonna actually head back town before we do the next devotion points. So we got Dalet. Dalet is now saved. That's the apprentice. Okay, say you're welcome. Alright, we'll say fine. Dalet now is able to do this.
Take a look.
She is able to remove the add-ons that we put onto our gear. You can either keep the item, you can either keep the item, or keep the gear, or keep the add-on. So we've already seen all of this, so we don't need any of these. None of these weapons are as good as what I currently have, so I'm just gonna click and get rid of them. Oh, actually the rings. Let's have a look at the rings. Elemental? No. The amulet? No. Okay. Gloves. Vitality resistance. A little bit more vitality resistance. Okay, a little bit more armor. That's pretty good too. That's got chaos resistance. I'm actually going to keep the chaos resistance gears because it might be very difficult without chaos resistance gear, and that's what I recommend you guys do as well, is to start stockpiling some resistance gears, especially chaos. Alright, so this is the lady that I said was looking for some fabric, and I should have picked up her quest before I left for Burrwitch. So okay, is that enough fabric? Yeah, he's put some like covers into this place. This place used to be a prison, you know. That's why there's all the prison cell doors. Okay, devotion. Remember, I left one devotion out because now our constellation, the Shepherd's Crook, has provided 5 purple. We no longer need that 1 purple that's at the back that we initially used, so we can take that off. Of course, taking it off cost us some ether crystal and some bits.
Farewell.
So ether crystals, we only have 3 left, so we might want to get our hands onto some soon.
Let me clear your mind.
Right, now we have freed up 1. We have 2 points available. Next skill we are going to prepare for is the Ether Fire. Now Ether Fire is on the Imp constellation. It is very deceptive of what it does when you just read it off that. However, when you click on it, you can actually attach it to a pet. This can be like a winged devil, this can be Brython, and later on the skeletons, and they each have a chance of proccing. So what I need is, it needs a blue, so I need to give it a blue. And then 1 point into fire and ether damage. This is basically points wasted, right? Because we're not doing any fire damage or ether damage right now. And even this point, I think this is even a fire ether damage. And because also our damage is so insignificant, having a bonus to that damage on ourselves is, you know, it's a waste of talent. We got a very good vest, but is it better than what we have? I don't think so. And it doesn't have chaos, so I'm just going to sell it off and head back down into our adventure. Alright, talking about ether crystals. We are having a lot of ether crystals coming up. You can see that my damage is so terrible. I probably need the Brython to come up and help me kill the ether crystals first. Alright, this place is actually really good for experience because there's so much mobs, so many that comes out of the ground. You can see like how pathetic I do, how pathetic my damage is. I'm swinging at things like a schoolgirl. Like you can see, like there's tons of stuff that's coming out of the ground. Alright, just gonna use a potion to... Oh, there's even more zombies in the ground right here. Okay, there we go, cleared up. Anything? Yeah, there's a bunch in there too. You can see like we're already like 20% into the level. That is super huge amount of experience. Okay, we leveled up. Nothing special. We're just gonna keep on pushing the bar up. And oh, we got 3 points. I'm gonna put 3 points all into physique. You know, we can only deal damage if I am alive, so physique is super important. And that's the same with the pets. There's a bunch. There's another area for ether crystals and extra experience. So you can see like dudes climbing out of the ground. Yeah, our Brython is a little bit overwhelmed, I think. Okay, let's keep on working our way. Yeah, there we go. There's even more. More ether crystals. And this gives us a good stockpile of ether crystals. I think there should be people climbing out. No? Nobody? Okay. Alright. Don't give me... Oh, there they are. I just remembered the ROM. Alright. Over here, more ether crystals. So what's happening here, like you can see there's all the coffins in here. There should be some people like coming out of here. Yeah. So what's happening here is Warden Creek has been corrupted or controlled by an ethereal. I'm not sure the exact ethereal. And what he was experimenting is using the prisoners as test subject to test like how to bond with the ether energy, because he's an ethereal now. Yeah, he's doing all that underneath his mansion, his estate, right? His mansion. Well, I wouldn't call that a mansion, right? Yeah, so he's dug out an entire area underneath his estate, his cellar. And he's built a laboratory in there to test on human subjects. And he's initially using the prisoners as test subjects. Then he started using everybody around Burrwitch village, and of course eventually the entire village itself. So yeah, that's what happens. So I'm gonna take a break and go have lunch. And I hope you like the show. You know, this is an Aether playthrough. If you want to play along, please do so. Let me know how you're going, how you experience this. Is it easy? Is it hard? What do you feel? Too boring? You know, it's a walking simulation. You know, it is going to be a walking simulation on the pet bill. So, yeah. Hope you like the show and give it a like. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.